you guys enjoyed this episode of the Chill Army podcast, make sure you guys leave a like.
If y'all want to see more, make sure you sub and hit the bell.
It's all 100% free.
What's going on, Chill Army? This is what happens when you use the bathroom and release yourself.
Yeah,
now
I got my energy back.
It was taking you.
It was hindering my power. Anyways, do we got a story for you?
And we got a story for you. VeggieTales. Okay.
Alrighty. That was the most extra thing I've ever done in my life.
Like, why you gotta do all that?
Shaye Groves, obsessed with serial killers, jailed for life after murdering her boyfriend.
Good.
This is a story from Wales Online. Not like Wales, but like Wales as in like the UK.
Oh,
yeah. Wales Online by Kevin Smith.
Did a whale document this?
So Shaye Groves slit the throat of Frankie Fitzgerald and then stabbed him 17 times. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was 20.
Yeah, the other sources I saw said 22 or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, a serial killer obsessed woman who stabbed her on-off boyfriend to death has been jailed for life and will serve at least 23 years in prison. Shaye Groves, age 27, was sentenced in Winchester Crown Court on Wednesday for slitting the throat of Frankie Fitzgerald, age 25, before stabbing him 17 times in the chest in July last year. The 5-week trial heard that Groves tried to portray herself as his victim, and then she used tips from true crime documentaries to plan her alibi. The jury were told the pair shared a mutual interest in BDSM, and a camera was set up in the defendant's bedroom in her home in Havant, Hampshire, to record them having sex. Groves had framed pictures of serial killers on her walls, collected books about gangsters, including the notorious prisoner Charles Bronson, I have no idea who that is, and watched true crime documentaries. She appeared in court on Wednesday wearing a jacket with a pentagram drawn on the back of it and remained expressionless in the dock as she received her sentence. In his sentencing remarks, Mr. Justice Kerr told Groves, You have robbed Frankie's family and loved ones of their son and their brother, and his two children of their father. Why this man extending the sentence? It's like a person trying to they've been given like a 100-page essay or like a 100 word essay, and they're trying to like fill in the blanks.
Yep.
Where like this, I saw this one dude where he was like, "Oh, my wife's father-in-law," and he was like, "Your what? My wife's father-in-law." He's like, "Mate, your wife's father-in-law is your dad." He's like, "Right," and he just kept going. Like, and his two children of their father. I get what they're saying. You robbed his two children. Why didn't you just say you robbed his two children? Oh, I get what he's saying. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. My mistake. Steven. Steve. Shout out Steven. You want to go out for a Bud Light tonight? I don't even like beer. But hey, you seem like a fine, exquisite gentleman. Brit to Brit. I have British brother, y'all. Y'all leave me alone.
He said Brit to Brit.
Brit to Brit. Brit to Brit. English grits. Anyway. Let me shut up and continue on with this. He added that Groves had ended Mr. Fitzgerald's life in his mid-20s, and she had blighted the lives of his family for decades to come.
Blighted?
However, he described the murder as a crime of passion, adding that Groves was not a cold-blooded murderer. What do you mean? What do you mean?
So you slit his throat and then stabbed him 17 times, and you're talking about a crime of passion? Are you
Listen,
dumb?
She had passion for the crime.
Oh my gosh! Why are people so stupid?
What?
Yeah, that's what he was like. What? Talking about it wasn't a cold-blooded. Imagine just being the judge. Your Honor, it wasn't cold-blooded. It was a crime of passion. She did it.
She's not a cold-blooded murder.
It was a murder of passion. She had passion when she was killing him. It is justified. Are you stupid?
Right.
I'm 6'9". Are you stupid? Like, are you? No, seriously. Like go ahead.
What? Nah, the crime was just the judge was just trying to get some.
He was in the knife play.
Anyway, this was a crime of passion, he said.
Gosh,
You loved the man you killed, and you killed the man you loved. You were not a cold-blooded murder. A crime of passion.
The judge is saying this?
Yes. A crime of passion. A crime of passion is not committed in cold blood.
So
Turn into Shakespeare, bro.
What? During the trial, it was said that Groves stabbed Mr. Fitzgerald after discovering that he had been after he had been messaging a 13-year-old girl on Facebook. Oh, okay. So he was a no person. Okay. I don't feel bad now if this is the case. Who do we support?
that's literally what's going on in my mind. I'm like, do we support the woman or the dude? What was he messaging her about? Just that was it. So he was messaging a 13-year-old.
That's what they said,
and that was it.
Yeah.
That's the end.
I mean, there's still more, but what?
There's got to be more context than that.
No, I think that was just it. So, however, Mr. Justice Kerr. Why do they keep referring to him like that? Mr. Justice Kerr. Like, just say Kerr. Mr. Kerr.
Mr. Kerr.
Mr. Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
Anyway, you did not notice that Frankie had blocked her as soon as she had said she was 13. In fact, she was 17.
Well,
okay, that still doesn't make it right.
So the thing is that for certain places they say the legal age of consent is 17.
In Japan, it's
some
13, right?
What?
Yeah, in Japan it's 13, but that don't make it right. That don't make it right. That's still a kid. That's still a baby.
For Texas,
in Texas it's 17.
I'm actually a little surprised.
Wait, it's 17? I thought it was 18.
No, it's 17.
17.
In most states it's 16 to 17.
16 seems a little young, bro. Not even a little young, but
17 seems young too.
It has to be 18 all around.
It has to be 18.
Opinion. Like, I don't know.
I understand it. Okay, if you're like, okay, for me personally, if you're like 20 or something, like if you were like, or not 20. Maybe if you're like 19 or something, I can see it. I can see it working out. Like if you like, cause like maybe they like met in high school or whatever. But if you were like out here searching for girls in high school, you gotta go to jail, son.
See, cause what I'm not trying to justify any of this, but like how I like to see it is cause you know, like I feel like they need to be out of that age and stuff first for it to make sense. Cause I've seen a lot of, you know how the relationships are in high school, so like the seniors dating the freshmen somehow. Like,
yeah, bro. There was this one girl who had like a thing for me in my senior year, and then my friend was like, "That's a sophomore." I was like, "Never mind." See,
because a lot of people would take it by grades, but for me, it's really down to the age.
Because if she was a sophomore, she was probably 15, 16. Okay, if she was 16, no, she had to be 17. Because I don't think I can date a 16-year-old at 18. I don't think I can do that.
Because if you think about it, I see what you're saying, but it's like 2 years, right? You got a 2-year gap. So it feels like it's wrong all around because people will call that grooming. Then it's like, okay, I'll wait for you to get to this age. My friend, I had a friend in Arizona who told me this. He said that if you're dating, right? If it is strictly dating, like you are in love with this person, you're like, okay. Yeah,
like there's an actual
relationship. you can do that as long as there's nothing sexual going on. If that's the
that's
age.
for the most case.
That's what it should. That's what it should be.
That's literally what the most case is. Like a 17-year-old and a 21-year-old can actually like date, but like
just no sexual stuff going on.
Exactly. Like
if that happens, then you're
like if y'all are actually smashing, then you're just throwing yourself towards the law. Now.
And sometimes and I like to also think about it with the justice system. Like
I still think it's not right for 21 and 17 to be together, but like.
Because, like, sometimes you see when they do cases with kids that do things when they're, like, at that age, they try them as an adult due to them being 16, 17, or 18, relatively going through that age. So that's where you could see it and draw the line. And it has to be, like, when they're above 18 and going, and then that age gap stuff wouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because, we see a bunch of people, they got, like, 10-year age gaps. Right. Imagine if it was a 10-year age gap when they were in school, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's kind of, that's why I say it's weird all around. So, I just think that if that is happening between
honestly,
people,
nowadays, I can't even date an 18-year-old, bro. I can't.
I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like
that mental age.
Mentally? Oh yeah, mentally, yeah.
Yeah.
Mentally, they ain't even.
Because like you
your
just
girlfriend's like only 1
like
year.
you just got.
She's not 1 year. She's only a couple months younger than me.
Yeah, basically.
Like you just like
she's
it's like
turning
you
21
just
in June.
you just got out of high school, bro. Like I don't want to date that, bro. Anyway. During the sentencing hearing, a statement from Frankie's father, Barry Fitzgerald, was read out to the court.
Enoch hates the name so much.
Barry
Fitzgerald.
I'm still grieving.
You took this man's grieving process.
If it's his father, he probably old. So I just picture.
I'm still grieving.
I'm sure I will. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure I will never get over this, he said.
Today, who would?
Right, your son
one
just got killed.
By a psychopath. What are you talking about getting over this? You'll never get over something like that.
Today, I would say to Frankie, I love you, son. You were missed by everyone. Your shining light will always be in our hearts.
That's a man.
That's a man. Why that quote kind of go hard? The freaking, your shining light will always be in our hearts.
That's real.
Papa Bear.
Now I feel bad.
Papa Bear.
Now I feel bad. I feel like both. We're gonna deliberate.
Conflicted.
We're gonna deliberate
because I feel bad for his family.
Father George and Father Dre.
I feel bad for his family, but if he was like messaging like minors, then
so it said it was. They thought it was a 13-year-old.
They thought it was a 13-year-old, but it was a 17-year-old. But he was 25 though, so yeah.
Because if she was like maybe like 20 and then that was happening, maybe.
Exactly.
Like I said, the age gap for me would have to happen like after like 18, 19.
What's the thing is like? What's the thing with like? I know there's like a weird rule. It's like it was like half your age plus 7, basically.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but I forgot
half your age.
thing.
Yeah, half your age plus 7. Yeah. But anyway, during the trial, Stephen Perry and KC. So that's like a weird British term. Prosecuting told the jury that Groves used her knowledge from true crime shows to portray herself to her friend. Vicky Badup was a victim of Fitzgerald's sexual violence. She sent the friend videos of the pair having sex edited to appear as word I can't say, but ape. Yeah. Ape minus the R. But the prosecution said the original footage showed that it was consensual sex.
So are they saying it was ape on who? On her? Mm-hmm. On her part? Okay.
Yeah.
So he wasn't really like into it.
It's kind of like, because that's an actual like thing. That's an actual thing. Yeah. So it's like, it's like, because I know someone who's like into that stuff. Like it's like consensual sex. consensual, non-sexual, consensual, consensual. That's what it's called. Because they like the idea of
it not
being consensual, but it's consensual. You get me?
Oh, my brain hurt for a second. I get what you're saying now. So they want it to be like, oh,
it's like they're playing it out like it's non-consensual, but it is consensual.
It's kind of weird,
I
but
I can't do that. But anyway,
you don't like it.
Mr. Perrion added, listen, man,
I'm sorry. I'm not that guy in my head. It's like, yeah, say you don't like it. And then they just keep going or something. That's crazy.
Mr. Perrion added, where would the defendant have got the insight from the plan? Wait, where would the I broke. I broke.
It broke. The system of
Deondre.exe broke. Where would the defendant have got the insight to plan the details of the attack and to make it look like the victim, like she was the victim of an assault? The defendant has many gangster books like Charles Bronson in her bookcase. Okay.
I think what they're saying is that they're saying that she is like, she's a psychopath. Mm-hmm. And she technically should not be defended because, you know, you got all these serial killers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
she has more, I'd say more sociopath.
Sociopaths, yeah.
Yeah. She has serial killer pictures all in frames on her wall. And she watches murder documentaries.
I don't think there's anything wrong with watching murder.
The Crown say that the defendant, by reading... The defendant...
God save the Queen.
The Crown say that the...
Yeah.
Shut up! The Crown... I'm trying to read! The Crown say that the defendant, by reading about and watching murder documentaries, she was familiar with crime scenes, how to create a false narrative, and how to set up a false alibi. She deliberately set up a false narrative of being abused by Frankie Fitzgerald. A false alibi she sent to Vicky Bateup. What the freak is Bateup? And was cleaning the crime scene, having watched these documentaries. That's the end.
If we don't get you a voice acting role somewhere... Y'all listening to this now. If y'all know people who need a voice actor, hit us up. Stop playing with us. We are trying to make our own successful stories here.
Please.
Okay? Stop playing with us. If you know people who are looking for talented people for music, for me and Enoch do beats, bruh. Voice actor right here. And all serious, before we get back to that, and all...
I thought you ended the freaking video for a minute.
My anger just turned everything off. But in all seriousness, no, just sidetrack. Yeah. Like, genuinely, if you guys know people that are looking for people who do music or voice acting, genuinely, hit us up because this is networking. You sometimes it's about who you know. Sometimes, right?
Listen, I'm playing a song right now. I'm playing music right now in this video. All him and Enoch too.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're doing this self-made
If you think
stuff.
it sound good, hit up my boy.
I'm actually gonna upload again. Obvious. Oh, I have to. But I'm genuinely serious. It's about who voice acting.
If you guys need a voice actor,
Elmo.
call me.
But seriously, real quick, it's about networking. Who the people and stuff like that can take you places. It's genuinely true.
That's basically how it works.
Yeah. Now back to this. Whose side are we on, bro?
I don't know.
No one's side.
I don't think everybody guilty.
I feel like everybody wrong.
Everybody guilty.
The crazy girl and then the pedophile.
And then the pedophile.
I understand. I'm not gonna say I understand completely, but I know. Okay, in the dude's defense, right? Mm-hmm. No matter what he have done, that doesn't deserve to be killed right away on the spot. You gotta let the justice system handle.
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
In that scenario, right? Now for this girl, the fact is that they were doing the consensual, non-consensual thing, right? Yeah. But at the same time, you take it to the extent that you're like, I gotta kill him, right? Because you're into knife play or whatever. I don't know. That's just not. That don't sit right. You could have taken out a plastic knife, bro.
It's like, you like this knife? It's like, you like this knife?
And you got dude dying there. And on top of that, the amount of documentaries she watched to hide the crime scene.
Bleeding. Watching you bleed out makes me
and she's
horny.
She's just turned on by the blood dripping from this man's neck. Oh man,
I want an out of context clip of that now. watching you bleed out makes me horny.
That's so. Put that on like a Twitter response somewhere. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
I'm so, obviously she is most definitely wrong. Let's just be right.
Yeah.
She's wrong. A plastic knife, maybe if he was into it,
or get one of them like Hollywood shits.
Yeah, if he was into
props,
it as you were into it, a dull knife,
a kink gone too far.
Maybe a couple cuts. Stop texting me. Maybe a couple cuts or something.
Right.
I don't know. It's you didn't need to take it to the real life knife stuff because now you don't kill somebody.
Right.
And now you serving life on top of 23 years in prison. Mm-hmm. I mean, offer some whack sex too. Yeah. That's the crazy thing.
And if you don't want to have British sex, comment down below. Knife.
No. Comment down below. Is a knife. The 20 most evident is a knife.
Is a knife. But yeah, that's gonna wrap.
We better get some knife emojis in there. I'm not playing.
Yeah, knife emojis. Comment down below.
Comment down knife emojis. That's our thing, bro.
No.
If you don't,
do we have bean emojis?
Bean?
Yeah,
like an actual bean?
Like how British people like beans. Do we have a? I want to know if we have a bean emoji.
We got beans.
If you don't want to have British sex, comment down below bean emojis. Bean emojis.
It's there.
Let me see them baked beans. Anyway, that's gonna end.
That could be taken out of context for some.
Let me see them baked beans. What's cooking in the kitchen? Let me see them baked beans.
Going up to your girl talking about, let me see them baked beans. Them two giant baked beans.
We're done.
I'm sorry.
If you guys enjoyed this episode, of the Chill Army podcast, make sure you guys share this video with a friend, comment down below, subscribe if you're brand new. Thank you to all of our other, like our Spotify listeners, our Apple Podcast listeners. We love you all.
Thanks.
And also, if you guys want to follow us on our Instagram, link is in the description down below, where we usually post whenever we upload and stuff like that. Or, if you guys want to DM us, topics that you guys want us to talk about, you can go ahead and do that there.
In the last episode. Oh, one more thing we didn't even do. Happy Mother's Day to all.
Oh yeah, Happy Mother's Day to all my hot mamas. And if you're a single mom, if you're a single mom between the ages of 22 to 30, please.
Hey, he need a mature woman. That's what he.
I need. Considering that you are a mother, that means you know what's going down in the sheets.
Okay. I'm leaving.
No, sit your ass back.
I was really done.
I was gonna sit your ass back. Oh,
Happy Mother's Day to all y'all moms that are putting it out there.
Yeah, and like I said, if you a golf mom, I mean,
yeah, that's where I draw the line.
Let me sit your ass back now.
No,
let me get some yams. Anyway, love you all, and I'll see you guys on next. We still gotta do the outro, bitch. If you guys want to see us in the next what?
Only good Chill
Army.